What's up, nerds? Corey back in with another video. It looks like the entire Phase 6 lineup has just leaked on Reddit. We got the details here, so let's roll the intro and jump right in. So a new leak of Phase 6's project slate has been making its rounds on Reddit, apparently coming from inside Marvel itself. The MCU Phase 6 only has 4 official titles right now: Deadpool 3, Fantastic Four, Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars. But if the list that is leaked online is accurate, then Phase 6 will be even bigger than Phase 5. Now, that's not exactly a surprise considering that it's the last phase of the multiverse saga, which will conclude with an endgame-like finale in Marvel's Secret Wars. So without further ado, here's the complete list, and remember, this is only rumors until officially confirmed by Marvel itself, but some rumors can be true, so be warned, this list could be full of potential spoilers. We start Phase 6 off with a Wonder Man series in the fall of 2024, and it looks like Yahya Abdul-Mateen II has been cast to play Simon Williams, who, if you're unfamiliar, gained his superhuman powers due to a chemical and radiation treatment with ionic energy by Baron Zemo, who we met in Captain America Winter Soldier and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Disney Plus series. These treatments gave him superhuman strength, speed, stamina, durability, agility, and reflexes. Wonder Man is pretty much confirmed and should be a great addition to the lineup. In October, we're going to get Marvel's Zombies, an animated series. This series was originally written by Robert Kirkman of The Walking Dead, and the story is set in an alternate universe where the world's superhero population has been infected with a virus which turned them into zombies. We got a small glimpse of what this could look like in Marvel's What If Season 1. Also in October 2024, we have Ghost Rider, which is set to be a special presentation. Now, I don't think we'll be seeing Nicolas Cage back in the leather for this, so expect a complete character reboot for the Ghost Rider in the MCU. In the fall of 2024, we have Spider-Man Freshman Year, which is actually an animated version of Peter Parker moving throughout his college years. Now, there's no confirmation of being Holland's version or not, but judging by the end of No Way Home, I am personally doubtful that we're going to see the same Peter Parker in this. In November of 2024, we are finally going to see Deadpool 3, which has been officially confirmed by Ryan Reynolds and Marvel. In this, we'll see the return of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and who knows what other Fox characters might pop up. The film's expected to be a multiverse traveling movie, so we are super excited for this installment and to finally see Deadpool in the MCU. In fall of 2024, we have a Vision Quest series, a second WandaVision spin-off series focusing on Paul Bettany's Vision. The potential series apparently will be about Vision trying to regain his memory and humanity. Also, word is there's a possibility for a Wanda Maximoff appearance, which would make sense given how interconnected the two's character stories are in the MCU. In winter of 2024, there's a Midnight Angels series slated for release, focusing on the team of Dora Milaje we've seen formed in Wakanda Forever. In December of 2024, we could see Sony's next installment of its Spider-Man MCU series with Spider-Man 4. The film starring Tom Holland will set off his new reported MCU trilogy. Moving on to 2025, in January, it says we'll be receiving a Nova special presentation. If you're not familiar, in the comics, Richard Rider was selected at random by an elite Nova Corps leader to inherit his power and succeed him in the rank of Nova Prime following the destruction of Xandar, his home world. Now, we know Xandar was destroyed by Thanos, but it was not shown in Infinity War, and apparently it was originally planned but was cut from the film, so this project could take us through those events and how Richard Rider's Nova came to be. In February 2025, we already have the confirmed Fantastic Four movie that was announced by Marvel at Comic-Con. Now, they are still very tight-lipped on this, and there are no reports of official casting at this time of recording, but we are super excited to finally see the family on screen for the first time in the MCU. In spring of 2025, we are looking at a Midnight Suns Disney Plus series, a Marvel team-up show that could feature the likes of Blade, Ghost Rider, and possibly Morbius if Disney decides to go there. And as well, in spring 25, we are going to get a second season of Moon Knight. Then, in May 2025, we are given our first major event film, our first Avengers film in 6 years, with Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. Now, for the leaked plot details that dropped a few weeks ago, check out the video I did that covered it all in detail. I'll link it up in the cards as well as in the description below. Now, I would be lying if I said this wasn't my most anticipated film of all the phases after reading those plot details that leaked out. Kicking off the summer of 2025, we have the confirmed Phase 5 X-Men 97 animated series coming in with its second season, along with Shang-Chi #2 in July. Also in the summer, Young Avengers Team Up Disney Plus series is said to be releasing, which really isn't too surprising as Phase 4 set up a lot of seeds for this with its shows. Moving on to the fall, we have season 2 of the animated Spider-Man series, this one titled Sophomore Year as opposed to the Freshman Year series earlier in the year. In October, it said we'll finally be getting our Mephisto special presentation. Mephisto has been teased a bunch throughout the MCU, and it was only a matter of time before we'd see him in live action. His own dedicated series would be definitely a treat, and I can't wait for it if it's true. In November of 2025, we have the release of the already confirmed Armor Wars Disney Plus series starring Don Cheadle as War Machine and possibly joined by Riri Williams' Ironheart character. There's also a lot of speculation that this might be where we start to see the AI of Tony Stark come into play. Winter of 2025 shows a Nomad Disney Plus series that's set to release, and if you're unfamiliar, we actually kind of sort of seen Nomad before. Nomad was actually an alias for Steve Rogers, kind of like the version we've seen in Infinity War, the scruffy version. In the comics, after finding out about government deception, Captain America gives up his shield and goes by the moniker Nomad. Although as much as we would love to see Chris Evans back for a Disney Plus show, I'm thinking this is probably going to be the Jack Monroe version of the character, who in the comics took the title of Nomad from Cap later on. Either way, it should be a pretty cool series, especially if it follows the tone of Captain America Winter Soldier. Now, closing out 2025, it looks like we're actually going to get an Abomination special presentation, which I would assume would be taking place after She-Hulk, as we've seen him leave with Wong through a portal after his second arrest. This brings us to 2026 and the final section of Phase 6. And in January, they have a special presentation slated called The Conqueror. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this project could be. It could be referring to Kang the Conqueror, or it could be someone else I'm totally unaware of. So let me know in the comments what you think this could be. Is it Kang or someone else? In February, we're getting a sequel to The Internals, which should pick up directly after the first one when the team separated. And remember, we're getting the addition of Harry Styles, so cue fangirl screams here. Moving into spring, we have 2 projects listed, one being Miss Marvel Season 2, which will hit Disney Plus, alongside the long-anticipated World War Hulk series, also noted to be coming to Disney Plus as well. This would make sense as the rights to the character should be well back in Disney hands by then. And finally, in summer of 2026, we have 2 big projects. First, there's an Illuminati series set to hit Disney Plus, and I would assume we would be seeing a new version than the one we've seen in Doctor Strange 2. This series should focus on our 616 version of the team and its struggles after the events of Kang Dynasty. And in the rumored Kang Dynasty plot leak, it's actually that film where we see the formation of this 616 version by Doctor Strange himself. And last but not least, Phase 6 ends with Avengers Secret Wars in May 2026. And that's where we can expect to see the full culmination of movies, shows, and special presentations on the big screen, with all these new and old characters coming together to combat the threat that is Kang the Conqueror. And that's it, folks. That's all the films, special presentations, and Disney Plus series outlined in the leak for Phase 6. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and smash that like button if you enjoyed this content. We'll see you guys on the next one.